Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro. Gervonta Davis, Lamont, Roach. Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin. Let's talk about it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. We also live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. with KQKC Boxing Network. Join the channel as a member, drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the live streams and the videos that we do. And if you want to debate me, man, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email. Or you can just pull up and hit the link while I'm live, and we can debate right then and there. Let's get to it. So Lamont Roach say, I ain't Frank Martin. I don't know why people think I'm going to get done like Frank Martin. I ain't Frank Martin. And then you got a lot of people that are saying Tank Davis is taking a step backwards by fighting Lamont Roach after he fought Frank Martin. Listen, bro, number one, y'all had a narrative going around this motherfucker that Tank Davis don't fight no black athletic fighters. Can't say that shit in 2024. Frank Martin, black and athletic. Lamont Roach, black and athletic. When you shit on Frank Martin, you say Frank Martin is a prospect. Frank Martin ain't got no experience. Frank Martin only been boxing since he was 19 years old. Frank Martin was weight drained. Well, Lamont Roach got a shit ton of experience, been boxing just as long as Tank Davis, is a world champion, the definition of not being a prospect. And he ain't gonna be weight drained, because he's around the same size, a little bit bigger than Tank. He been making 130 relatively easy, so he can make 135 very fucking easy and be the closest, fullest version of himself that he could possibly be. So what the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? Straight up, what are we talking about, bro? At the end of the day, Frank Martin was the best realistic available opponent that Tank Davis could have fought at the time. He had Lamont Roach. He had Jose Rayo Valenzuela. He had Pitbull, and he had Frank Martin. Everybody else tied up on some political shit or already got fights lined up, etc., etc. And he chose the best one. When y'all shitted on that man and said he ain't gonna choose Frank Martin, he like flat-footed Mexicans. He like flat-footed Mexicans. He ain't gonna choose Frank Martin. Frank Martin too athletic. He too black. He too black for Tank. Tank ain't gonna pick him. Then he picked the nigga. Then he goes through a list where Loma ducks him. Nobody gives a fuck. Shakur ducks him. Nobody gives a fuck. Rayo ducks him. Nobody gives a fuck. So he falls back on Lamont Roach, and y'all shitting on him. Like Lamont Roach ain't a world champion. Like Lamont Roach ain't got a huge amateur pedigree. Like Lamont Roach ain't been on a hellified run since losing to Jamel Herring back in 2019. The man been on a 5-year winning streak, done worked his way up to champion, done defended his belt. And if you look at his box rec, you'll see motherfucking Hector Luis Garcia. It'll say split decision on that motherfucker, but you'll know if you watch the fight that he beat the shit out of Hector Luis Garcia from pillar to post. The same Hector Garcia that y'all said was cooking Tank before Tank knocked him out. Yeah, Lamont Roach didn't have them fucking problems, right? Or was y'all just on that hate shit that y'all always do with that young man, bro? Y'all is, bro, these talking points, the inability to keep it real, bro, is gonna come back to bite y'all in y'all ass. Not only in this video, but just wait till I go live tonight, dog. Y'all, bro, y'all hate this man for nothing. For nothing. All because you like another fighter better, bro. That shit makes no sense. If Frank Martin was a worthy opponent as Tank Davis's first choice coming back, and you thought that was a good fight, explain to me how Lamont Roach is not a worthy opponent for his fourth fucking option. How you know he ducked that, you know that Loma ducked him, you know that Shakur ducked him, you know that Rayo ducked him, and you shitting on who he fighting. Do us a favor then, bro. I dare y'all not to talk about his fight. I dare you, if you hate Tank so much, bro, I dare you not to talk about his fucking fight. I dare you to quit making any and all Tank Davis content moving forward for the rest of the time that any of y'all got channels. And if you in the chat, I dare you, if you see somebody got Tank Davis in their title, I dare you not to watch it. I dare you not to watch it. I bet you can't do it. You might can do that shit all for a day. All for a day. I dare you that when this fight with Lamont Roach come on, I dare you to make plans and do something else. Guarantee you gonna watch it. Whether you fire stick it, whether you buy it, whether you go to it, you gonna spend your Saturday night watching that motherfucker fight, bro. Y'all, this shit is crazy to me, bro. Crazy. Lamont Roach is not a trash fighter. Lamont Roach is a world champion. Lamont Roach is a highly skilled fighter. Lamont Roach quite possibly could be the best fighter at 130 pounds. It's between him and O'Shaquie Foster right now. And Tank Davis is pulling up somebody one weight class because he searched everywhere. The nigga searched in his division for somebody to fight him. Nobody fought him. None of the champions wanted to smoke with him. He went above the division to try to get somebody to fight him that's a champion in that division. They didn't want to fight him. They got a rematch clause. They can't make 135 even though they're a career 135 pounder. So he goes one division below him, which is 5 pounds, mind you, and like, yo, can I get the best champion in that division to fight me? Robson Casasiao really shouldn't be the champion because Foster whooped his ass, and they got a rematch. They fight November the 2nd. Anthony Kakase, garbage ass champion, went tooth and nail with motherfucking Josh Warrington in his most recent fight. Nobody checking for that shit. So he pulled the dude up that is probably the best fighter in that fucking division. Meanwhile, you got niggas like Devin Haney turning down fucking Sandor Martin and y'all okay with it. You got Shakur Stevenson fighting Joe Cordina and niggas is okay with it. You got Lomachenko fighting trash-ass Kambosos for a vacant and niggas is okay with it. You got Teofimo fighting Steve Baguette Bread and niggas is okay with it. You got Monster Anyway fighting Sam Goodman and niggas is okay with it. Sam Goodman ever been a champion? No. Steve Baguette been a champion before? No. Joe Cordina just got knocked the fuck out? Yes. The fuck? Kambosos already robbed Maxie Hughes? Already lost to Devin Haney twice? Yes. The fuck, bro? Y'all, bro, let me tell y'all something, dog. When you allow the hatred that you have for somebody to cloud your logic and cloud your common sense, you lose all respect. You lose all validity in anything that you fucking say. I literally watched somebody openly say they hate Tank Davis, but then everybody is rocking with their opinion on him. You know you're not objective. If you openly fucking hate a man, if you openly hate him and you don't like him and you got disdain for him, how can you speak on him objectively, bro? Your judgment gonna be clouded. The way that you view what's going on is gonna be clouded. You know Loma got an offer, ducked. You know Shakur ran over the fucking Eddie Hearn, ducked. You know Rayo turned the shit down because he don't want to make 135 and he got a rematch clause with Pitbull, ducked. The only nigga that would take the fight is Lamont Roach. Yeah, somehow we shitting on it, but we get to see Tank Davis fight, y'all. Y'all get to talk about him. If Tank Davis ain't fighting Lamont Roach, half of you motherfuckers have nothing to talk about. And when you compare him to Frank Martin is more athletic than him. He's bigger than him. He punches harder than him. And he's physically stronger than him. But Lamont Roach got a better gas tank, got better overall boxing skills, got way better experience than Frank Martin. And he's familiar with Tank because he done already competed against him. You know, the same familiarity that made Ryan Garcia such a threat to Devin Haney. For the same fucking reasons that Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia was a good fight, so is fucking Tank versus Roach. He ain't fighting his goddamn contemporaries. Ain't Lamont Roach in his prime? Ain't he a champion in the same era as Tank? Contemporary. Ain't Frank Martin in his prime? Contemporary. Wasn't Mario Barrios in his prime and a champion? Contemporary. Isn't Ryan Garcia in his prime? Contemporary. Isn't Tank Davis the first motherfucker out of all these kings? I don't give a damn you call him 4, you call him 5. We all know who we talking about. Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, and Teofimo Lopez. Which one of them fought somebody and beat them first out of those 5? Tank was the first nigga to fight one of them 4, 5 kings, whatever the fuck y'all want to say, and he made the nigga bend his knee and quit. The fuck? And y'all shitting on motherfucking Lamont Roach. Bro, nobody wanted fucking Lamont Roach. Nobody wanted this fight. Tank Davis himself didn't want this fight. Premier Boxing Champions didn't want this fight. That's why fight dates kept getting pushed around. That's why the nigga was coming back in November, but then he had to come back in December. He was negotiating with this person. Then he had to call that person. Then he had to reach out to that person. Then he had to do negotiating with this person because nobody wanted to fucking fight. Because niggas is scary and they don't really stand on what the fuck they saying. So yes, there are some areas where Frank Martin compares favorably to Lamont Roach as an opponent. Again, he's bigger, stronger, faster, punches harder. And I don't even know faster. He's bigger, stronger, punch harder. But there are tons of areas where Lamont Roach compares favorably to Frank Martin. Y'all just playing stupid. He's more experienced. He doesn't have the same threat of being weight drained as y'all claim Frank Martin was. He has history with Tank Davis. He's competed against him. He's a world champion. He's fought at that level and defended that. Frank Martin didn't fight for a world championship until Tank gave him a shot. He has a common opponent with Tank Davis that he beat clearly. The same opponent that y'all say was whooping Tank before Tank knocked him out and knocked him blind. The fuck out my face, hating ass man. Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro.